The dream of owning a home is slipping further out of reach for many young adults, and the statistics are alarming. A staggering 2/3 of Generation Z now express fears that they will never be able to afford a house. This growing anxiety about housing security has intensified over the past year, with nearly 1/3 of Gen Z individuals admitting they've contemplated unconventional living arrangements, such as squatting or even residing in their cars, just to have a roof over their heads. But here's where it gets controversial. Should we blame systemic issues, personal financial habits, or both? Let's dive deeper into this pressing issue. According to a recent report by Clever Offers, a platform operated by Clever Real Estate, an overwhelming 90% of Gen Z still aspire to own a home at some point in their lives. However, 62% feel that this goal is simply unattainable. The numbers paint a bleak picture. Roughly 21% of Gen Z respondents believe it's more likely they'll witness World War III than manage to buy a home within the next 5 years. Even more shockingly, similar percentages think they're more likely to win the lottery, 17%, or end up homeless, 18%, during that same period. These figures underscore just how dire the situation feels for young people today. So what's driving these concerns? For most Gen Zers, affordability is the primary obstacle. Among those who worry they'll never achieve homeownership, a striking 82% cite the skyrocketing cost of homes as the main barrier, a significant jump from 57% just last year. And let's not overlook the broader economic challenges facing this generation. 3/4 of Gen Z say the rising cost of living has made saving for a down payment nearly impossible. Nearly half, 49%, feel so discouraged that they see no point in attempting to save for a home at all. Despite these hurdles, many Gen Zers remain determined to make sacrifices in pursuit of their dreams. For instance, 35% would consider skipping payments on other debts to scrape together funds for a house. Unfortunately, this determination comes with its own risks. 34% of Gen Z respondents report having more debt than savings, while half, 50%, have less than $5,000 set aside, and 17% have no savings whatsoever. These financial realities highlight the precarious position many young adults find themselves in. And this is the part most people miss. Desperation can lead to compromises that might seem unthinkable under different circumstances. Nearly half, 47% of Gen Z would purchase a home with asbestos, 41% would tolerate pest infestations, and 36% would accept moldy conditions. Additionally, more than half, 55%, are willing to take on mortgage interest rates higher than today's average of 7%. While these choices may reflect resilience, they also raise questions about whether society is asking too much of younger generations. But who, or what, is to blame for this crisis? 66% of Gen Z believe the housing market is rigged against them. About 1/3, 32%, place responsibility squarely on the government for failing to address affordability, while 28% acknowledge that their own spending habits play a role. It's worth pondering. Is the system stacked against young buyers, or do individual choices contribute equally to the problem? Interestingly, despite their struggles, 80% of Gen Z agree that buying a home remains a smart financial decision. Yet, 45% criticize their peers for making poor financial choices in pursuit of homeownership. Among Gen Z homeowners, 29% admit they're struggling to keep up with mortgage payments, and 23% say their overall financial health has deteriorated since purchasing a home. These conflicting perspectives beg the question, is the American dream of homeownership becoming more of a burden than a blessing for this generation? This data was gathered through a survey conducted by Clever Real Estate, which polled 1,000 Gen Z adults aged 18 to 28 between June 5 and June 8, 2025. Their insights provide a sobering glimpse into the challenges young people face in achieving housing stability. What are your thoughts on this issue? Do you think the housing market truly disadvantages younger generations, or do personal choices bear more weight? Share your opinions in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.